welcome back to Elden Ring.
Still scared.
So, what is your thought on platform games from I don't know
You gotta be more
I would say
specific.
character platformers.
Okay, so when you say platform, I'm like, are you talking about what system the game's on? What are we talking about here?
No. What are your thoughts on character platform games? I would say maybe from the late 90s, early aughts.
So like 3Ds?
Yeah, 3Ds.
So I have a nostalgic place in my heart for those. However, I'm also very like largely aware of the problems that they have. Like the camera is notoriously awful, and I still don't think most of them have fixed that.
Okay, but even when they try to redo them in a modern setting.
Well, they redid Ukulele, and it was the exact same problems that Banjo-Kazooie had.
Oh. Okay.
Like, even A Hat in Time has camera issues.
Okay. Next question. What are your thoughts on Disney musicals?
In what respect, I guess, is my question. I guess the only way forward is to go down into the sewers.
The main villain song? Like how the main...
Do I like the sound? Like, are we talking about specific ones?
I'm not... This is just a general question that will lead into what I remembered at the end of the last episode.
It depends. Sometimes they're good, sometimes they're bad.
What about combining them?
Didn't they do that in, the Kingdom Hearts game that went on the Switch, I think?
I have not played that, so I would not know.
I think they did. Was I here before? Oh, yeah, this is the same sewer system. Okay.
Because I recently came across a game that's in production and has been for about 5 years, I want to say, which I'm surprised I didn't hear about earlier, but the boss fights are musical numbers.
Well, there's also, there's one that is a kind of shorter one that came out. It's called Sayonara Wild Hearts.
Oh.
It's kind of like that. It's kind of like a cross between like a platformer slash racer slash musical.
Oh. Okay, maybe I'll look into that. Because this upcoming game, I believe it's called Billy Bash Up, or something like that. The bosses sing to you as you're fighting them, and some of the lyrics may telegraph attacks. I know one of you is come to me, my little puppet, and the hand above will drop some strings during the little puppet line.
So, from what I remember of watching of Sayonara Wild Hearts, it's very similar, except it's not the lyrics, it's the actual instruments in the song.
Oh!
Certain ones will kick in when they do certain attacks, from what I recall.
Oh!
Oh shit. Corwin's gone.
So, and I'm not too sure if this will have any sort of progressive music to go with the fight or any of the stages that's going on. If you encounter an enemy, will a new instrument kick in, or will the music slightly alter to be, okay, you're fighting now? Or if you go to a quirky side character, will a slide whistle start playing
Mhm.
or something along those lines, but just the fact that it's singing bosses with like I keep forgetting how it's described or how they describe it, but like constantly altering music.
I feel like Cuphead also does that with its music too, where the
Mm,
boss telegraphs its attacks via its sound
mm, mm.
in the actual song.
Okay, I'll let you
Uh,
read this.
Corrin's robes, robes of Corrin the cleric. Even after exile, Corrin refused to recant his prophecies, and for this he was blessed with the guidance of grace. Since then, the cartwheel draped around his neck has served as a reminder that true guidance awaits those with iron wills, those with unwavering faith. He also gave me a weapon. Is it just... I didn't catch what the name was. I think it's just a regular mace, but I could be wrong.
Mm.
These are maces, but it's not in here. Was it a flail, maybe? I think it was a flail, because I have 2 flails now. Okay. Interesting. Well, only one place left to go.
Ooh,
Back up to the
but
tree, I guess.
but any like music that adapts itself with the gameplay is interesting in my opinion.
Mm-hmm. I mean, like
And
Elden Ring has been doing it. I think it's
mm,
every time a boss reaches a new phase, the music changes up.
mm, mm, mm. So, I wonder if this is the final area or.
I'm leaning toward it.
I knew
Hmm.
you'd come.
Gideon, you
to stand
asshole!
before the Elden Ring, to become Elden Lord. What a sad state of affairs. I commend your spirit, but alas, none shall take the throne. Queen Marika has high hopes for us, that we continue to struggle.
Huh.
Unto eternity.
Did you expect him to turn?
I knew he was a dick. I knew he would betray us. I just kind of thought it'd be a bit more dramatic than this, to be honest.
Rather than, oh, surprise, here I am.
Yeah, I was expecting more backstabbery, rather than I'm just here to challenge you.
My fellow, you fought
And
well
what a
until
challenge
now.
it is!
All right, thank you. I'm not gonna lie, he's got quite a few tricks.
Huh.
So I'm not gonna fight him yet. There was one other thing I wanted to do first.
Okay. Can you
I-
summon your buddy?
I probably can, but that's not my first thing. I want to see what's going on in the actual Roundtable hold. Or not the actual one, but the one we've been going to, our home
Yeah,
base.
the, fake?
Oh!
Oh. Huh.
So the fact that it's on fire also means this is, Huh.
So,
And
this is...
she's dead, but I can still buy things from her. Alright, what do we got here? Ancestor, Natural Born, which gives me... Bastard Star... Yeah, we looked at this one. Witch Dragon? Lightning, Death Lightning... Fire Giant's new. Giant's Red Braid, which is a whip. Hefty whip woven from the red flame red hair of a fire giant. Every giant is red of hair, and Radagon was said to have despised his own red locks. Perhaps that was a curse of their kind. Imbued with a red flame dance, imbued with a red braid. Imbue the red blade of the giant's flame and lash out with a wide range with a series of agile swings. Burn, O flame. One thing attention yada yada. Raises a series of flame pillars around the caster. Charging further increases the number of pillars. The fire giants borrowed from the power of a fell god, and still they were defeated. Yet their failure released them from their solitary curse, to serve as keepers of the flame for eternity. Crafted. And I'll, forget if we ever looked at what you gave us. Power time record summons the searing spirits, leave a trail of delayed explosions in their wake. Spirits manifest from the rancor of heroes who met a violent end. The Lord granted them an audience, whereupon they were welcomed by the maw of the great serpent, and within the serpent's bowels they became the Lord's kin. Or the blasphemous blade. Sacred Sword of Rykard, Lord of Blasphemy, remains of the countless heroes he has devoured writhe upon the surface of this blade. Now they share the same blood, bound together as family. Some HP is restored upon defeating an enemy. Taker's Flames. Raise the sacred sword aloft to set it ablaze with blasphemous flames. Then bring it down to fire off a forward blast. The flames steal HP from those they touch. Star Scourge, Omen King, Lord of Blood. Trident of Moog, Lord of Blood, a sacred spear that will become the symbol that will come to symbolize his destiny, as well as serving as a weapon. It is an instrument for communion with the outer god who bestows power upon accursed blood. The mother of truth desires a wound. Bloodborne ritual. Oh, Bloodboon ritual. Raise the sacred spear and pierce the body of the formless mother. Stab up to 3 times, creating explosions of blood with each thrust. The seal will coat the armament with blood flame for a while. Bloodboon. Sacred incantation of Vogue. Thrust arm into the body of the formless mother, then scatter the blood flame to set the area ablaze. This incantation can be cast while in motion. The Mother of Truth craves blood. When Moog stood before her, deep underground, his accursed blood erupted with fire, and he was bestowed with the defilement that he was born into. Mix. Takes Arcane. Remembrance of the Goddess of Rot, which we did look at. Blackblade is new, however. Meliketh was the shadowbound beast given to his Empyrean. Marika's sole need of her shadow was a vessel to lock away destined death. Even then, she betrayed him. So, does that mean... Interesting. So Meliketh was meant to be her executioner, maybe? And she instead sealed his power away, I think.
I don't know.
Meliketh's Black Blade, which once harbored the power of the Rune of Death, a sad shadow of its former glory. After a fragment of death was stolen on that fateful night, Meliketh bound the blade within his own flesh, such that none might ever rob death again. Yeah, so he originally had the Death Rune. So why did that get grafted onto both Ronnie and Godwyn? Unique skill, Destined Death. Set free the remnants of Destined Death, plunging the greatsword into the ground to summon a myriad of blades. In addition to dealing immediate damage, this attack reduces the enemy's maximum HP and continues to wear down their HP for a short time. Black Blade. This is pure faith. And so is that. This is strength faith. Ooh.
Huh.
That might be worth getting for us. Assuming, of course, this isn't the end we're walking in on. Alright. Power Glean from the Raven. Caster creates an illusory black blade, then leaps forward to deliver a spinning slash that emits a wave of light. This can be followed up with one additional attack. This blade was once imbued with Destined Death. In addition to dealing damage, it reduces foes' maximum HP and continues to sap their current HP for a very short time. Meliketh might be worth taking his stuff, because that sounds fun.
Oh! I found something that might make you just a little bit upset. Let me just see here. Jonathan Keeble, who voices Gronk and Malakath, did imply they're the same person.
Again, I don't know how that works because the game mechanics don't make that make sense. That doesn't make me angry. That makes me think he might not understand, or that this was something that was cut after his voice acting was done.
It's mostly because Barry Missoula exists outside of time, and that's because I was watching people play through it, and when they fought Malekith's first form, 95% of the people said, "Gronk, what are you doing here?"
Yeah, why don't they just name him Gronk, though? That's my problem. They don't.
Apparently, Gronk is not his real name.
Yeah, but we know him as Gronk, so why wouldn't the name be Gronk?
Maybe it
Rather
came...
than just generic, monk.
Maybe it came from a time before he became Gronk?
Yeah, that my point is that shouldn't matter. From the player's perspective, that is Gronk, if that's supposed to be the intended takeaway. As such, if this is from the player's perspective, the name should reflect that, right up until Malekith comes out.
Okay.
Beast Greaves made of black iron and decorated with gold, worn by Malekith the Blackblade. Malekith, Queen Marika's loyal half-brother, bore a blade imbued with destined death, and there was not one demigod who did not fear him. Champions knew what was at stake. Indeed, that was what made them champions. Same thing.
Same thing.
Yeah, identical. I don't know. I like both of these helmets. They both look nice. If only they would give me more stats, like the like our
wolf head. Why is the wolf head so good?
I don't know. It has no right to be.
And we got... I know it's a rare drop. What?
Take a look around.
Oh, you.
The Roundtable hold is burned, razed to the ground. Don't worry. I don't blame you. I'll continue spirit tuning just the same as before, which is why I need your help persuading Master Hugh to leave. His roots are so knotted in this place. He won't last much longer if he stays here. His shackles are broken. He's a free man now. It's high time he put the Roundtable behind him.
Huh. The giant rats don't take any, souls to increase. Weird.
What do they take?
They just need the item. They don't need, souls to boost it.
Huh. I wonder what that means.
I don't know. And I don't know if I increase it, if that's gonna mean runes for the next level or not. So I'm gonna take a look through here quick. Nope, this door stays closed. There's nothing else in here. Hugh is still here.
So wait, if this is outside of the main area, why is this also burned?
I think it's connected somehow. Kind of like how the in Bloodborne, the actual Hunter's Dream and the one that you go to level up are connected.
Oh.
I just don't know how these are connected. If this is just a mirror or something that reflects the actual one.
Or some kind of spirit
Or
domain?
that, or if it's how do I want to put this? So you know how some places are oh man, you're in a higher dimension, but all the shit around you, like how they try to explain ghosts sometimes, right?
Yeah.
How, like, ghosts exist on supposedly another plane of existence, but like all the shit around them is still the same that we would see.
Oh, okay.
And like, so if like say we are ghosts here, right? And
Uh-huh.
a physical like an actual person was here that was in the real Roundtable hole, was walking through here, and we like just walked on through them because we're considered a ghost, they'd feel cold and they'd be like, "What the hell's going on?"
Okay, okay.
Right? So maybe it's something like that. Like the real Roundtable hold is burning, and so too is like the ghost version that we're inhabiting here, like the
Oh,
level of it.
okay.
Like maybe that.
Okay.
Like I don't think I can make any connection like that to the Hunter's Dream from what I can remember. Because I don't know. I know the dream one gets lit on fire at one point, but I think that's at the end of the game when you get locked in there.
Okay.
So I don't think you can go and check out the physical one to see if there's anything going on with that as well.
Huh. Interesting.
I have so many ball bearings to offer you.
How did we get so many?
You kept killing things. Or NPCs died.
We
Fall off
we are
causality.
we are so the Grim Reaper.
I mean, half of it wasn't even us killing them. It was just their quest completed and so they dead. Or they've left. One of the two.
We are unintentional Grim Reapers. Our actions of meeting them causes them to die.
I mean, that's just Dark Souls 1.
Oh.
They complete their goal, they have nothing left to like strive for, therefore they go hollow. Manifest the swarming causality allows the ghost to automatically retaliate upon receiving a certain number of blows. Fundamentalists describe the golden order through the power of regression and causality. Causality is the pull between meanings, and that which links all things in a chain of retaliation, or of relation.
So if you have nothing to strive for, why not give yourself a new goal to strive for?
Well, I mean, you'd have to develop one that was strong enough, or as strong as the original. Because, like, most of the ones that you stumble across in Dark Souls 1 are people's life goals. It's not just, oh man, I want to make it over there. It's, no, I want to understand the fundamentals of how magic works. Or, like, the very origins of it. And once you do that, unless you can somehow spontaneously develop another thing like that, or on that level, you got no point in existence anymore.
And then you go hollow.
And then you go hollow, because you've completed the thing that you have literally dedicated your life to.
So is that a good thing or a bad thing, necessarily?
In what, like, for what, exactly?
Like, you're basically a zombie now, so you're like a madness zombie now that you've completed your goal.
So it's a good thing or a bad thing that you've become a madness zombie?
Yeah, it's like, is
So,
it bad?
Here's the thing, right? I think in Dark Souls 1, at that point, I don't think they realize that that's the end result. Like, I don't think they understand the NPCs and stuff. Even your character, if if you're doing that for the first time, as any character would be, I guess, wouldn't understand that, like, meeting your life goal or whatever would lead to this. Right? As far as you're aware, it's just you've died so much that you've forgotten what the point of existence is.
Okay,
Like,
okay.
Considering all the enemies you fight that are hollow.
Okay.
And honestly, Dark Souls 2 kind of makes that even weirder in that, like, that kind of is the case. Like, the further hollow you go, the more memories you lose, is the other idea.
So it's like, I know I want to do this, and that's the only thing I'm thinking of. And now that I've accomplished this, I have like absolutely nothing on my mind.
There's nothing left. Like, you've either died enough or the curse has progressed far enough that the only thing you want is that goal, and when that does get completed, or you know, lose the memory of even that, your body is now just basically going through the motions, and if something gets in your way, you start losing your shit and attacking it.
Huh.
Like, again, if I'm going to go back to like the enemies in the Souls series, it's just all we remember is that we're supposed to stand on guard here, and if something shows up, attack it. They might not even remember friend or foe outside of just, oh, that's the guy that always stands there with me, and he's fine. If someone who I don't see all the time is new here, I need to kill it. Like, it's about as far as it goes at that point.
That's disappointing.
A little bit.
But then again, this is half has roots in Berserk, and Berserk isn't the happiest of manga anime.
Berserk is definitely like a mixed bag in that the darkest darks are real fucking deep, but like the highest highs are some of the best because of just how deep you've sunk.
Is there any comedy at all in Berserk?
I believe I've told you about Puck. Puck's that way.
I think you may have mentioned
He's the little
him.
fairy boy that has to like add the comedy to it.
Ah, okay.
Oh. I must be a blacksmith.
Oh.
Now,
Speaking of losing memories,
let's get smithing.
So is... Oh, crap, I forget what the hollow equivalent in this game is.
I don't think there is.
What?
Like, we're called
Tarnished.
Tarnished, but that's not what he is. I don't think we have one.
Another link to Dark Souls! He's a hollow!
He's a different species.
Are you sure that, like, dogs can't go hollow?
I mean, that's hard to say. I mean, we've seen, like, undead dogs, but I don't know if hollowing applies to something that's not
Who are
sentient.
you? Oh, now.
But dogs are sentient.
Are they?
So you're saying Lacey is not sentient?
Is she aware of, like, here's the thing. When I'm talking sentient, I'm thinking, like, they can form, like, full-on thoughts.
Brandon is in Japan. I miss Brandon.
Yeah, but she's not, like, thinking in forms of, like, philosophy and shit, right? Like,
Okay.
things of, like, that kind of level of thought is what I'm thinking. Also, I don't think she knows I'm in Japan. I think she thinks he's just not here. He's dead. He's
You
gone.
know-
That's all she knows.
You know, if you click on the first link of any Wikipedia article, eventually you will be linked to philosophy.
I think it's. I think there's also a difference between sentient and sapient. I think sapient's the one I'm thinking of more than sentient.
Okay.
Oh, now.
But like, I think that's what it is. Like, you recognize who you are yourself. Like, would she recognize that she is the one in the mirror? Would she recognize her own reflection? Smithing stone 8. Okay. Like, there's only, I think, three other animals that are able to do that. Like, I think it's the dolphin, I think the octopus, and, like, the chimpanzee, I think. I don't know about other apes. Maybe some others can. But I know the chimp is one of them. But like it's that level of just being able to think where I'm like, that is what I would consider like of the level.
Ah, okay.
Who are you? Oh, now.
So I don't know if anything below that would really either A, understand, or be aware enough to understand that that's what is happening, let alone communicate it.
So you're saying, like, non-humans can't go hollow?
I'm saying I also don't know how the curse affects things that aren't human, or at least humanoid enough. Like, I know, here's the thing. I don't know if it's anything with a soul that does that, in which case, are we to assume that dogs have souls, or are they just consuming the souls of things or people that they eat?
Who are you?
But come on.
Did they have an original?
Oh, now.
But come on, all dogs go to heaven.
I don't think there's a heaven in Dark Souls, I'm sorry to say.
Starring, Charlie Sheen and, Dom DeLuise.
Oh, now. Could you tell me what happened? Why is the round table burning? In ruins. Why does that girl weep for me? Oh. Have I forgotten something of dire importance?
Huh.
I can't talk to him anymore. So...
I see. You're here for some... Oh, so it wasn't just me this happened to. To think he'd forget who you were as well. I knew he'd burn himself out. Old Hugh. I think we could talk him into leaving the Roundtable hold now. But maybe it's better that we don't. It's only proper that we respect his choice to stay. I'll remain with Hugh. He made me who I am today. I'd like to return the kindness in whatever small way I can.
He gave me my mechanical heart!
Who are you? Oh, now.
Nope. Alright, so that's it for that. Alright, well, I've maxed our equipment out, so...
He literally made me who I am! I am version 4.5!
Oh my fucking god.
My brain is 95% nanobots!
Alright, you're getting too sci-fi now.
I'm sorry.
I mean, if she had literally, like, sword legs, I'd be telling you, yeah, that's right. Or if it was the puppet guy. But, I don't think Hugh is into that.
What? He could be a technophile.
I don't think he's able to make it.
And I know I mentioned this probably several times, but a steampunk Dark Souls would be fun.
You have mentioned this many a time.
Yes, and you probably did give me the answer that I'm blanking on.
There is... I don't think it's quite steampunk. Maybe more diesel punk, I guess.
Yes,
Gasoline.
and what's the name of it again?
The Surge.
Ah, yes.
Alright, Gideon.
Hello, Gideon.
No, just like in fucking Gravity Falls, Gideon is a dick.
Yes. Go.
Bunga
Go.
time. Oh!
They go.
Okay, you have that.
Oh my god, so much magic. Ooh!
Nope.
That was a cool one though. Kaboom.
Not again. No, no.
That seems very Nine-Tailed Fox of him.
It's a flower, so.
What are you doing with those swords? Oh!
Oh!
You
I
thought
couldn't
well
see.
until now.
So much shiny shit. Couldn't see what I was doing.
So, next time on Elden Ring, more Gideon the All-Asshole.
I'm gonna murder him. Him and his tiny hat.